Welcome to the transfer lowdown on Back of the Net, and it's time for Rate the Rumour. Welcome, my name's Sam Davis.
My name's Tom Jordan.
We need a jingle for this. Rate the rumour, rate the rumour, rate the rumour, rate the rumour.
That's not bad. It's better than... Can we find a goalkeeper that we can't do that for? That'd be lovely.
Look, we have been linked with 26 names on social media. Some are trash talk and others maybe have legs. As such, we've got a tier list, Tom. There's loads of faces. We need to learn who they are because some of them may become Bournemouth players, some of them maybe not. But we've got 4 categories. Talk me through it, mate.
Yeah, so right at the bottom, we've got won't happen. So probably a bit lazy journalism, easy one. There's no chance.
Lazy.
And then we've got realistic, but probably not going to happen. But, I can see why it's there. Has legs, like, fancy this, you never know here. And then right at the top, big chance, really fancy us to get this player. So, yeah, just separate it into 4, and then we can go through all 26 and put them in.
Just to be clear, this isn't necessarily what we want, but through our research and our plentiful amount of football contacts. We're not ITK by any means, are we? But you know what?
No comment.
Oh, hello. Really?
Just let them think what they want, mate.
Who do you know?
No, just let them think what they want.
However, look, we have done a fair bit of research on this, and we just are going to categorise them accordingly, right then. So,
if it was one, then the way it's going at the moment, I'll take them all.
Yeah.
All 26, get them in.
Get them in. Right, first one. And we've got Álvaro Valles. Now, he was at Las Palmas, but in February, it was confirmed that they mutually agreed to terminate his contract. But he's been linked with Betis, 27-year-old goalkeeper. And let's face it, we need one. Is that likely?
I think we're going to be linked with a lot of goalkeepers now, particularly. And I think also La Liga has come up a bit more, maybe because of Iraola will know him a bit better. Yeah. I think by the sounds of it, I'm not going to pretend I've seen loads of him, but by the sounds of him, he's had some really good seasons in there, so he's going to go higher. But
it didn't play any minute in the previous campaign, but he played a lot during the season, 23-24.
Yeah, and I think with Betis getting into Europe again, I think it looks pretty much set. So I'm going to go for won't happen because Betis looks pretty nailed at the moment.
Next, we got Ben Doak. Now, we know that he's at Liverpool, but was on loan with Middlesbrough. He's also been linked with Brentford and Everton as well. And I spoke to his girlfriend's dad at a pub before Manchester City, and Brentford and Bournemouth were named. I think the price tag looks to be around £30 million. He ranks second in the most penetrative short passes per 90 minutes for an under 21-year-old, according to CIES Football Observatory. Yeah. What a baller he is. But he's an attacking midfielder / right winger, right?
Yeah, it looks like he can play anywhere, kind of really across that 4 up top.
Young, fits the profile, 19 years old.
Yeah. I've heard little murmurings that we maybe had a little look in January as well, but obviously he was staying at Borough, and in the end he got an injury, didn't he? So didn't really finish the season.
Could it work with Kirkes somehow?
Well, I was thinking that, and then also with the fact that Borough have changed manager, well, they haven't got one, they got rid of Carrick, so that probably less likely to go back there. I'm thinking that seems a high price tag for an unknown, really. Yeah. And I wonder if Brentford and Bournemouth, if they are the 2 main teams that go, we ain't paying that. And then because of the little Hughesy link with Liverpool, they might give us in for a season and see how he gets on. So
has legs?
I'm going to go has legs on that one. And I think he does have legs. He's pretty pacey. And my Scottish mate actually said that he's like the big talent in Scotland. I know that's not. I mean, it's Scott. I mean, do you know what I mean? But I don't. Is that good?
Next, we've got Kelleher, of course. Now, we know that he has been linked with the Cherries. Alas, not the case. He's gone to Brentford. Yeah. And, that's just done and dusted, isn't it? But
great signing for him.
Great keeper. How much was it? 18 mil or something?
Yeah, won a lot, but they obviously lost their goalkeeper, didn't they, to Leverkusen, I think, Flecken. So they had to replace. They've done it very quickly. Weird one, though, because I wonder if Kelleher thought I'm going to be playing under Thomas Frank, and then a couple of days later he's not. So strange, but yeah, he's going to do really well for him, I think. Good goalkeeper, but obviously now means won't happen.
Cuiabano.
Cuiabano.
Talk to me about him. Look, I know that Forest have been linked with a triple signing from Botafogo.
Yes, they have.
Right?
Yeah, it does look like that. They're going for a few. They have a few little Brazilian links, don't they?
Yeah, but Brighton may be trying to make that maybe a duo signing for Forest because they're interested in Cuiabano. So he is a left back, of course. We need a left back. 22 years old. I don't know.
Yeah, really good player. Runs down that left hand. You can say all the cliches, can't you? I've never seen this guy play football in my life. Good left foot, right? He's got a bit of power about him, potential. No, it won't happen for me. Won't happen. I think there's other clubs that are way ahead of us, and I think they just shoved us in that bracket because it was the similar kind of size clubs in the table that were linked with him.
Diego Coppola as well then, centre-back. We need some centre-backs, let's face it. He's at Verona, 21 years old. He's been linked with us, but also Fabrizio Romano's tweeted Brighton as well, which maybe underlines on one of our previous sort of mini pods that we did. We sort of said Brighton are just that level ahead, and because they've got more chance of Europe, may still happen with Palace, maybe not accepted in. I don't know what's going on with that, but seems to be that could be the choice of club for him, but he's a product of their youth system. Last season, he scored 2 goals in 35 appearances. You know that, of course. Of
course. No, actually, do you remember when we got Zabba in?
Yeah.
And I didn't really see it much, but it was that Football Manager thing. He was like one of the... So is Coppola. He gets really good. Yeah, so if he's down the same route as that, then that'll be a hell of a signing if whoever gets him. But yeah, highly rated again. I think, once again, Brighton are a little bit ahead of us, and I do think he's going to go there. So I'm going to have to say won't happen for us, mate.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to do that. I think team won't happen anyway.
Next, we've got Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Now this, I mean, let's face it, we've had a lot of injuries.
I saw his face and thought, no.
He's got, so he fits the profile.
He does fit the profile. I don't know how well he gets on with City, but him, City and now doing some gym sessions together. I think again, mate.
Trash talk, I think.
I think it's...
Stop talking about him. It's not going to happen.
I appreciate why. It sounds like he's still not a new deal at Everton. So he's just going to be linked with every kind of mid to lower Prem team. But he doesn't even age, the way he plays doesn't fit the profile.
Check social media, check Google News feeds and stuff. It won't happen.
No, won't happen. Won't happen, please.
There we go. Dominic Calvert-Lewin in won't happen. Next then, we got Finn Azaz. Now, as soon as this name came up, I'll tell you what, you had the kind of love hearts in eyes emoji or whatever it is. Leeds have been linked with him as well, though. Attacking midfielder, 24. He's at Middlesbrough at the moment, but Palace are also interested as well, by the sounds of it.
Yeah, not surprised a few clubs are linked with him because, like I say, he seems similar. He's a little bit older, but to when Alex Scott got the height, even Lewis Cook a while ago that we've got before. So I think looking at that, I'm going, similar profile. Kind of
around 20 million?
Yeah, I think because of the fact that in them areas we're actually not too bad. With Scott, Christie, Adams and Cook, I don't think it'll be our priority, whereas I think other clubs might look at him a little bit more. And yeah, it seems like a fair whack for someone still a little bit unproven and not as young as you would like, maybe for someone like that. So again, mate, I'm going to go won't happen.
Wow. So that realistic but unlikely category is still bare naked. Okay, we got Jarrell Quansah then. I'll level with you, mate.
You remember when we signed Brad Smith from Liverpool? When we signed Brad Smith from Liverpool, that's them vibes. Not for me.
The Daily Mail journalist Lewis Steele stated that Liverpool will want around £50 million for him.
Same as Howson.
Despite his lack of game time.
Jesus.
No.
Not well, I hope not.
Apparently Forest also interested in Newcastle United as well. Surely not for that much.
No, I wonder if there's a little bit of like young English player tax here that people are rating him higher than he is.
22 years old centre-back, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather that fella.
Yeah.
Ex-Liverpool. Yeah, and I think that price. I mean, listen, if you were saying Jarrell Quansah because Bournemouth are linked with a loan or he's got a $5 million, like, maybe they were looking at him, but not a chance for that money, mate. Won't happen. Please.
Won't happen.
Nah.
Get in the bin.
Yes.
Fran Garcia, like left back for Real Madrid, 25 years old. Now, there was a bit of talk about this. Real Madrid, mate, I mean, it seems quite lazy because he seems quite settled there.
Well, what I'd say is that he's the backup left back. So for Real Madrid, and if you look at it, Dean Elson was a backup at Juventus. Araujo was back. You got a chance. I wonder if it's one where you go, can we have him for a season, maybe develop him a little bit more? I think the reason it's got more legs is the fact that he worked with Iraola because he had a loan at Vallecano.
Yes, he did, yeah.
When Iraola was there, so he knows him. So on one hand, you go, is that why he's linked? Because people are going, he's played with Iraola. We'll just shove that rumour out. But we need a left back. We have been linked with him before.
Been rated about €25 million, and that's a fee that apparently Bournemouth are willing to consider given his potential.
Yeah. And I've seen him a few times and he looks decent, but like I say, don't know loads about him, but the fact that Iraola took him before and he had a good season with him shows that he obviously likes to play. I'm going to go has legs.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's got some legs. We've been linked with him in the past. I'm going to put it in there, mate.
Okay.
Has legs. I think that's got legs. You never know. We've been linked with him a few times, mate.
Next, we've got Jhon Lucumi. Now, it seems like the Cherries have made an initial bid for him. He's Colombian, so there's a reason to bring out the shirt. But look, it sounds like a higher bid would be needed to lure the centre-back, who's 26, from Bologna to the Cherries. I've heard some big rumours about this guy.
I like this guy. And I think what I like about it as well is we're obviously always going to be linked with these young players, upcoming players. You can't just have all of them. You need, and he's a good age. He's not a young kid.
Yeah.
He's played in World Cups. He's Bologna, by the way. They're like the ones that are punching in Italy. Yeah. They won the Coppa Italia.
Wow. Oh yeah, of course they did.
I've seen they've been in Europe, and they're really good side. And also because I'm a little bit of a nerd.
I never knew that about you.
You know that I don't sleep, do I, very well?
No, you don't.
So I used to, mainly for Lerma, I'm not going to lie, quite often when it was international break, Colombia's games would be like 1 a.m. our time, so I'd watch him, and he was always there. He's a beast, mate. Yeah. He's a beast. So I'd be quite excited about that one. And as I say, the fact that he's mid to late 20s is better. I don't think it's going to be a massive amount in this market.
Like 20 million euros.
Yeah, that's all right, that. Oh, I'd like it. I'd be surprised if we're the only club.
Well, no, I think Roma also see Lucumi as a key target to bolster their defence as he presents a more affordable opportunity than some of the other options in the shortlist.
I also wonder if the reason Roma's come back up is because they linked with him in the past, and the reason they were linked with him in the past is Thiago Pinto.
Exactly.
I'm going big chance. I fancy this one. Yeah.
Jhon
Lucumi. I've still got my Colombia shirt.
All right, so to the other Garcia then, Joan Garcia at Espanyol. He's a goalkeeper, 24 years old. Villa are also interested in him. There's a reluctance to join Barcelona by the sounds of it.
It's weird because
rivals.
Yeah, it's kind of tossed and turned this one. I've looked at it a few times, obviously, because us and Villa were linked. And he seems really highly rated, but they were going, oh, he's not going to join Barca. And then the next minute they're going, oh, it looks like he's going to Barca. So it seems a bit odd. If Villa and Barcelona are linked, I very much doubt it, mate. I'm not being funny. And the Villa link is because obviously they might lose Emi Martinez.
He made 145 saves in La Liga this term with a success rate of 74%. I know that because I know football.
You watched, didn't you? Yeah, you watched him a lot and you noted it down. He saved a couple of penalties as well, apparently.
Yeah.
So, top keeper, 24. I mean, I'm not being funny, but if Villa and Barca are linked, we've got no chance, in my opinion.
So, what are you going for then?
Yeah, it won't happen. Won't happen for me.
We've got Joe Gomez.
Again.
Liverpool are reportedly asking about 25 mil for him, but...
Look, I haven't played in about 10 years.
I think it was Empire of the Cop that tweeted about this, and that's just like a fan channel, a social account or whatever.
Yeah.
See, nothing else linked. I personally think it's trash talk.
I hope so.
He's 28 years old.
Jesus, is he now? He feels like he's still a kid.
Yeah.
He's been linked with for ages.
Does he fit the... I mean, like when you can get someone who's younger for cheaper,
yeah,
and that isn't Joe Gomez...
No, I can't say it. I think he's actually decent, but he's always injured, mate.
Yeah.
That's a worry because he wants something. But he feels like Damari Gray. Like he's been linked with us.
Damari Gray.
He's been linked with us every window, doesn't he? You know that every time it says Joe Gomez linked with Bournemouth, I think like Ian Wright. I'm going to go, won't happen, mate.
Yeah.
It won't happen for me.
Won't happen. All right, next we've got Johan Bakayoko. Now, we made an inquiry over the PSV forward, apparently, and Bournemouth might be ready to make a £20 million offer. We're obviously looking to bolster our attack. By the looks of it, he's a winger / forward, 22 years old, fits the profile.
He does fit the profile, very athletic, quick.
Right.
Everything that Iraola would like, actually.
He's Belgian, isn't he?
He is. I've seen him a few times. He's bloody good, mate. I've seen him because PSV, who did they play? They played an English team in one of the European competitions, and he looked very lively. Oh, they beat Liverpool. They beat Liverpool in the groupie thing, and he looked good. I didn't realise he was still that young, actually, because he feels like he's been around for a while. We've looked in the Dutch market before. Obviously, we're getting Kerkez in, we're getting Senesi from final.
Yeah, of course.
So I feel like that's a market that we've done well in. I think that one's... I'd like him as well. I'm going to go... Not big... I'll go has legs. I think that has legs, especially with the inquiry and stuff.
Have we had a Belgian for Bournemouth before?
Oh, don't think we have had a Belgian.
Don't think we have. Let us know in the comments. We would love to know if you know. Next then, we've got Kévin Danois. Like Auxerre in France, 20 years old, attacking midfielder / winger. Apparently, Bournemouth have put in an 11 million euros offer, but they turned that down. What do you know about him, Tom?
Well, he had a few injuries at backs, didn't he? He had a few injuries. Well, the weird thing is, he was, like I say, Auxerre attacking midfielder. If you want to do that, there's a good one called Ama Traoré.
Who was our last Kevin as a player?
Oh, last Kevin.
Was it Kevin Betsy?
No, we've got to have one since then. Surely, Kev.
We've had Kevin Bond in charge, but
it feels like we must have had a Kevin.
let us know in the comments. That's what the comments are for.
That's going to annoy me.
Kevin Lisby? No, we never
had him.
We never had Charlton, wasn't he?
You just name the Kevins now. Kevin Phillips. But yeah, he seems like 20-year-old in the French league attacking player. Seems a little bit Bournemouth.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know a lot about him.
22 games for Jose this season.
Yeah, and I think the fact that we've gone in 11 million euros feels like it won't be that expensive. I doubt it. I don't know why I doubt it. I just do, because I just think that we've got players in that position. But I'm not going to rule it out. So I'll put the first one in realistic but unlikely, I think. He looks a little bit like Tyler Adams from that picture, by the way.
Yeah, he does. Right, next we've got Kyogo Furuhashi. Stade Rennais, so Rennes, basically. 30 years old. 30 years. He was at Celtic, was he?
Yes, he was pretty good at Celtic, actually. But
30?
So was Scott McDonald. Did you remember him? He was lethal at Celtic. I mean, I would score goals in that league.
Is he
Celtic.
Japanese?
Yes, he is.
I'll tell you what, cash in on that market.
I'll tell you what, I think we will get...
What business decision that would be?
We will get in that Asian market soon. I'm guaranteed.
I'm going to put a Japanese flag on every thumbnail if he joins. And oh my God, the views will be huge.
Yeah, I love that. So I want him. Just for that.
He made a significant impact on his time at Celtic Park.
He was good.
Netted 85 goals in 165 appearances. That's not bad.
That's not bad, mate. No, that's pretty good, mate. That's not bad. That's Lyle Taylor in Scotland numbers.
3 Scottish Premiership titles with a butt.
It's Celtic. Mate, 30 years old, unless he was a free transfer, which I don't believe he is.
I think Le Parisien were reporting about him joining Bournemouth, but I don't know.
I'd be surprised. And also that feels like it would make more sense if you go, oh, he's just going to come in as like the backup because he's 30 and come on in games. But we've got Krupi, we've still got Unal, and we've got the Jeboneo with new hair. So yeah, won't happen.
Leif Davis. I don't know if this is a lazy one or not. No, obviously relegated with Ipswich. Great surname, Leif. Love that from you. Left back, 25 years old. I haven't seen that many links. It seems to be just an easy link to have. A high-profile left back for Ipswich who's been all right for them, of course.
He has been good, mate. I think the fact that he's quite an attacking left back,
but
he's played for us. I don't know.
Is he the level?
No, I'd be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he did move,
but not to us.
No, I don't. I'm not going to pretend to know like right off the top of my head all the left backs of the teams that have come up, but that wouldn't surprise me if he went to one of the promoted clubs, maybe.
So it's realistic, maybe, do you reckon?
I reckon it's realistic, but unlikely. Very unlikely. But I'd say realistic because we need a left back. He's been here before. You know, all them sort of things. He probably wouldn't be too expensive because they've gone down. But yeah, I still think unlikely.
Okay, next, Mario Mitaj then. He's at What?
The hell's he?
Al Ittihad. He's a fullback, of course, left back, 21 years old. He's on the shortlist, apparently. However, this looks to be trash talk because this was just some random account tweeting it. There's been no other. This could be anyone. This could be me setting up a random account and putting Journo or whatever. Yeah. I mean, he looks good.
Is he?
Yeah, pretty face. Yeah, lovely profile, great cheeks.
He played in Saudi.
Not so good hairline.
He plays in Saudi. He's going to be on about 100 million a week. I get it. Again, if it's someone just randomly put Rumour, I do get it because he's a young left back that wouldn't be that much, so it's the link. But I've never heard of him. Won't happen.
Yeah,
won't happen.
See you later.
Nice little beard, though. Yeah.
Great beard. Nathan Zézé.
Oh, now watch me whip. Watch me Zézé.
Zézé like Sunday morning.
I'll tell you what, centre half's called Nathan. Hello.
Look, from Nantes.
Well done.
Centre back, 19 years old. Is this the new Dean Howson?
Yeah, it feels like it. I'll tell you what, I've looked at a picture of him. I think he looks quite cool. He looks a bit like Ake as well. He's got the hair and that. Apparently he was submitted off. I do think he'll cost a fair whack because he's very highly rated. I mean, he's had a French cap. France probably got one of the best squads going. He's only a kid and he's already got French. That's impressive.
He's so we've submitted a verbal offer. I mean, how do they know that? How do they know? This is just
someone heard. They actually heard the verbal. Yeah, left on loudspeaker. Someone heard it.
Silly me. Oh, so clumsy. But Everton are also interested as well and might be looking to submit a bid as well.
You're gonna have to do this for me in the sense that don't panic. In the sense that I think it's very likely. I think we'll go for him. I don't know if we'll go Zézé and Lucumi, but I think we'll go one of them.
What's the best chance?
Zézé, but Lukumi's Colombian. Yeah. But can you put him in the top?
Yeah.
But with so put him in big chance.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is both of them centre backs have got a big chance. But only one of them. But if we get one, the other one would drop to unlikely. You see what I'm saying? So remember I said that. So don't go, you changed me to get both of them. Okay. We'll get one of them, all right? I don't know which one I prefer, though. I would be happy with either.
Yeah.
Both, could we?
We'll take it. Next, we've got Nicolo Savona. Now, Bournemouth apparently have entered the fray. For
some of these sayings are brilliant, aren't they?
Juventus, 22 years old, right back. I mean, would he get in ever? Lewis Cook, Adam Smith, Julian Iraola.
I mean, he won't get in ever.
James Hill can play there.
Smith's probably going to got another 20 years left in it. Max Aaron's is still there, retained.
Yeah.
Be surprised. Again, young defender from the Italian league could play fullback. It's probably a lazy link. I've seen bits of him, but in my head I'm thinking, was that Football Manager? It probably was.
He can play as part of a back three as well, by the way. That's from me watching him. But of course, Juventus had a spell. I don't know if it's still a case where they needed to sell players. I don't know whether they're still in that financial predicament now.
No,
however, we picked up a bargain from them before. Could we again? I don't know about this one.
I think if a Bournemouth come knocking for a young Juventus player again, the Juventus board will go, hang on, don't bloody sell him. He's obviously brilliant playing. No, won't happen for me, mate. Won't happen. This just proves what rumours, that everyone take rumours with a pinch of salt. Maybe that's what the show's all about.
Yeah.
So everyone just calm down. Look, none of them are coming. Don't worry about it.
Oscar Bobb.
Oh, Bobb.
I think it's trash talk. So obviously we know he's at Man City, can play midfield, can play out wide, 21 years old. 5 Premier League clubs have been looking at him, apparently, believed to be Sunderland, Brentford, us, Everton and Burnley.
It's just us and Brentford linked with everyone the same. I'd be surprised because he had virtually a whole season out injured, didn't he? Really bad injury.
Surely, I was just thinking, right, do we need a recruitment department? Surely we go in for the players Brighton want and just pay a little bit more.
Oh, that's
all we need.
That's what teams seem to do with us, don't they? I mean, bloody Arsenal, we need a backup keeper. We'll have Bournemouth. So we don't want Bournemouth anymore. We'll have the other Bournemouth one.
Oscar Bobb, though?
No chance. I'm not even the scar coming at us. Yeah, won't happen, mate. Won't happen.
All right.
No.
Okay, next then. Quentin Merlin. It sounds like some fantasy character.
Yeah, doesn't it? Yeah. You sure he wanted torturers? Quentin Merlin. And it reminds me of the Panini stickers as well. Yeah, it reminds me of that.
Left back, 23 years old from Marseille. Now, Bournemouth apparently have expressed, concrete interest.
I think some of these... I love all these phrases until it slams shut and then they all disappear. Quentin Merlin, yeah.
We're monitoring the France under-21 international. He's 23 though.
How much are we monitoring him? Fellow's playing football. Yeah, no, I think he's, like you say, he's one that's been floated about a bit. There's another one that I think will come later, that's also a left back that's been... And again, lots of left backs going to be linked. Totally understand it. And he seems like the profile of player. I think we're only going to get one left back, in my opinion. That's why we brought Soler in. And there's one that I think we're going to get. And it's not Merlin. But I think if we weren't to get the one that I said we're going to get later, then I think we might go for Merlin.
Also, Nantes. He played for Nantes.
Yeah. No, good side. I'm going to put him in. What should I put him in? He's not... is he realistic? Yeah, I'm going to go realistic but unlikely for him.
Okay. Next on the radar there is Oumar Solet. Now, he's Udinese, centre-back, 25 years old. He's attracted interest from not only us, but Man United and West Ham as well. Apparently, there is some direct contact between him and the Old Trafford side, but others might be looking to pounce. Now, he was a free agent after leaving Salzburg in September 2024 in a contract dispute, but Udinese swooped and he signed at the start of the calendar year. Hello, could this happen? I don't know.
Not for me, especially with the other clubs linked. And again, I don't think he fits the profile, even though he looks like a decent centre-half. I think the other clubs will look at him more.
19 appearances in Serie A.
Yeah, but I like the fact that I would like to have a Soler and a Soler. Just to see how I mean, I would have loved Willow doing that. Yeah. I just remember Willow's leaving as well. What is this window? Won't happen. Nah, not for me that. Not for me that.
Oumar Solet, not going to hain. Next up, we've mate. You're making these names up.
This was the one that I messaged you and you went, "What have you just put in letters?"
Quilindschy Hartman. Do the Hartman. Do the Hartman. Do the Hartman. Yeah. Everybody get. That's a great chant.
I call him Quilly. Quilly Hartman.
Quinn. Flashbacks. We do not want that.
Yeah.
Come on without. Come on within. There's nothing like that mighty Quintus.
Quintus.
Left back, 23. Feyenoord.
We've signed from Feyenoord before. So we've signed from Feyenoord, as I mentioned earlier. We've also signed a left-back from the Dutch league before. He's 23 years of age. Do you want to know a little stat about him?
Yeah, go on then.
He's had 2 ACLs.
Get him in.
Yeah, and City also played for Feyenoord.
Yeah.
Profile, everything about him, because when you go, no chance because he's had 2 ACLs, that seems a 10 bucks.
He went through the youth academy there, and in the summer of 2022, he made the definitive switch to the first team. This season, though, last season, he played only 12 matches due to that aforementioned ACL.
I'd be very surprised.
Chelsea were interested in him at one point.
Apparently, but if anyone wants to look at him, he looks cool.
Yeah, he does.
Like, he's like skinhead, but he's got like toes up to his neck.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, I'd overlook the ACLs if he comes in because he looks hard as nails. But
he looks a bit like Man City keeper, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does actually. I'm actually not going to go won't happen because there's too many like little. I'm going to go realistic but unlikely. I don't want to rule that one out. I don't want to rule that one out. Yeah, I don't think it'll happen, but I don't want to rule it out.
All right. Next, we've got Samuel Mbangula. How do you pronounce that?
Mbangula.
I
think that'll work well with this chant. Mbangula.
I don't. You know what? When players have like two consonants, like when it, like George and Dar, like people struggle with that. It's like, how do you? Is it Nadar?
Do you know what?
Mbangula.
We spoke about Food Manager a lot. Yeah. If there was a player with that name, I go, I'm not signing him because I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Even though I don't need to talk, I don't want to sign him because I think I don't know how to pronounce it.
Can we just take a minute to appreciate his first name though?
Samuel. Yeah, it's not bad, I suppose.
When's
the last Samuel?
Huh?
You said about Kevin earlier. Have we got Samuel at the moment?
We had Igo.
No, TST. Matthews.
Oh, yeah.
He was at TST, of course.
Throwback, by the way. Juventus, 21 years old, winger. He was handed his...
No chance.
He was handed his debut this season under Thiago Motta, 20 years old at the time. He's got a lot of pace, flair, very direct approach. Is he Antoine Semenyo in the making? That's all I'm saying. He's Congolese.
He is Congolese, and he does look quite an exciting player, young player. But again, like I say, I think a lot of these rumours for the Juve, because of the obviously the deal we have with Housen, again, if we come in for him, Juventus might as well just play him every week, because obviously unreal.
Forest also interested.
Forest interested. He is very highly rated. I don't think we sign him permanently straight away and get him. No chance. I think he's too.
But like, if it turns out that there's 2 clubs interested and it is Bournemouth and Forest, would he be like, rather play for Forest because they're playing in like Tirana or Kazakhstan or whatever? Like
maybe
the Conference League. Would that be much of a like serious question? Would the Conference League be that much of a pull for a player playing in a third-rate European competition?
Yeah, no, I don't think it would be that all there in Europe. I think it would be I've got more chance to show myself at 20 years old because there's going to be so many more competitions, a lot of football. So I'm probably going to get my opportunity maybe better. True. Potentially that, but I think these people like a nice beach. What's going to Nottingham?
But by the way, great hair.
Great hair, so I'm not going to do won't happen. Realistic but unlikely.
Yeah.
Just because of his hair. What hair that is.
Great hair. Next then, we've got Viktor... Oh, sorry, what? Mate, are you sure that's not a boxer's name? Viktor Tsyhankov from Girona, 27 years old. That's quite old for an attacking midfielder / winger. I mean, not for an attacking midfielder. For a winger, it seems old. You expect him to be younger. But for an AM, you maybe have it. But Andoni Iraola apparently keen.
Yeah, I think he maybe has looked at him a little bit when he was over in Spain.
Tsyhankov.
Yeah, I reckon the T don't get pronounced. I'm going to go Tsyhankov.
Yeah,
that's not a bad shout, mate. Yeah, it does feel a little bit, and it's like
Tsyhankov. Is there a chance?
They want like 20 million or so for someone of that age. I'd be surprised. He's very good, by the way. I've seen him a few times. He's very good for Ukraine. And maybe that's kind of Zabs, please stay.
Yeah.
Who's your best mate? In he comes.
Come on in. He's at Girona, right?
Yeah.
Bye, Girona. Apparently they would consider a sale, but they would only do so if it was in excess of 22 million euros.
Realistic but unlikely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Next, Zion Suzuki. He's got a good engine on him.
God, that was a spoiler. Well, they always got spoilers, don't they?
Actually, I can't say that. He's a goalkeeper.
Yeah, I know. It's annoying, isn't it?
Well, when do you ever say that a goalkeeper's got a good engine?
Well, we're going to find one.
22 years old, Palmer. Is he Japanese?
He is Japanese.
Hello.
And he's been dubbed. I love it when they do this, but the Japanese Buffon. Brilliant. he is highly rated. I think United, because but Onana was so much money. Yeah. They're really going to get someone but maybe. But I think he's one that's highly thought of by a lot of people. We said earlier, didn't we, that I wonder if we'll flirt into the Asian market a little bit. Seems like the type of profile we'll go for. The thing is, at the moment, mate, we bloody need a goalkeeper.
Yeah, we absolutely.
So I can't rule out a goalkeeper. I'm going to go Has legs with that one. Because we haven't been linked with loads, so I'll go Has legs.
So there we go. No. There is our tier list.
No.
There is our tier list. Oh, hang on. Have you got some breaking news?
I was talking earlier about left backs and blah. Adrien Truffert.
Tell me about him.
Rennes.
What?
Rennie, a bit like Hartman, a bit like that, but they're a football team as well, Sam.
Yeah.
And they play in France, and they're quite good, and they have a good left back, and he's 23, I want to say.
23 years old. I think his birthday's 20th of November.
Yeah, something like that. 20th of November. I think he played something like 33 matches last season, scored 2, assisted 2, 3 yellow cards.
Okay.
But he's wore the captaincy for him. He's already had a French national cap. He's the one I think we're going to go for. I think just from clips and little things, I think he fits the profile. I like him. I think
Villa are out to hijack the deal, though. He's rated about £20 million.
There's a lot of people saying about Villa, but like the French left back is dingy for a start. I know he's a bit older, and they bought Ian Matson for 40 million.
Yeah,
they've got better priorities than left back.
And he would be the left back.
Yes, I think he's going to be the one, mate.
Just as a chant.
It's not great for a chant, mate. That's the only problem. But yeah, what's your favourite thing on a roast dinner? Mine's truffing, not stuffing. I can't. What's
this is really bad.
Okay.
I know that's Adrienne. Have we ever had an Adrienne? Oh, Pennock.
Pennock. Oh yeah, I forgot about Adrienne.
No, I don't think we have.
No, I don't know.
But it looks like that is then going into so big chance then, yeah.
Trafferty dancing. Let's go dirty.
Terrible.
Truffert's well hard, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I don't want him.
Brad, come up with a chant.
Big chance. Big chance for me, mate. He's going to the top. I think he's going to be the left back. And I think Lucumi or Zézé will be the Howson replacement. And then I think a few will maybe come out that we haven't heard about yet. Who knows?
So look, all we're saying is, who needs Frano? Who needs Thiago Pinto when you've got Sammy D and Tom Jordan here?
Exactly.
3 in big chance, 4 in has legs, and then 6 in realistic but unlikely. And look, we have discounted a lot of names, including Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Jarrell Quansah and Joe Gomez, etc. But look, if you hear any other rumours, let us know. So put the names in the comments. We know that this is going to be moving and shaking over the next month or so. And we'll, of course, be chatting about each and every player that does come in. But there we are so far. So, mate, positionally, it's clear.
Yes, of course.
Back line. We need a goalkeeper, left back, centre back, maybe a couple. Where else would you suggest a Ryan Christie kind of
be ideal?
Model?
I think we've obviously prioritised. We've got to replace who we've lost, and there's definitely a couple. There might be more. I think one more kind of wide attacking option because of the fact of we don't know if he'll stay, but Sinny's unreliability a little bit. And I think there's talk that Krupi can move out there as well. But I think depending on how Unal gets on, we've got the Jebinator as well, obviously, Krupi and Ever. I think we're all right up top. And I know people are saying it, but I actually do think if we're going to prioritise, I think we're fine at right back.
Yeah.
I think Adam Smith rolls back the years. Yeah. Aaron's still at the club. Araujo another season.
James
Lewis could play there. James Hill could play there. Centre back 100%.
Daniel Ouattara can probably play that.
Probably. Centre back 100%, left back 100%, goalkeeper 100%, and then we'll see. If we can kind of bulk the squad up a little bit, that'd be nice. But I think there'll be more fringe players that leave, which will then allow different fringe players to come in. So say Fev, do you remember him? We've got him. He's still a forward player. Fev. If he were to go, a different one would come in, etc. So we'll wait and see. But goalkeeper definitely. That's the position I'm really interested in because you forget Alex Paulson. Going to come back. It was really highly tipped. And Callum McKenna's is in the Scotland national team. Scotland, now, isn't it?
It is Scotland. So that was our episode of Rate the Rumour, Rate the Rumour, Rate the Rumour, Rate the Rumour. See you in the next one. You need to edit this quick because it's going to change. It's probably changed now, mate. Oh my God, Suzuki signed. No, thank God.